What a move have we seen yesterday. This was absolutely phenomenal. Such a crazy move in just one day at the start of the week. That doesn't happen very often. A lot of guys on YouTube talked about that they have never seen this and about the bullish ETF news and then the fake news and a pump and dump. Yeah, bro, that's complete nonsense. All we see is technical analysis. News doesn't matter at all in these markets. And right now I'm going to tell you what exactly I saw on the charts that made me think that we would be going higher. So let's start. We are here on the 4-hour time frame on Bitcoin. So we were basically inside of this range. I was long from around there. Then we saw another dump. I still thought that we would be going higher. I told my Discord group, by the way, link is in the description if you want to join. It's completely free. I'm posting there charts about Bitcoin and the stock market every day. And you can, of course, watch my analysis and give your feedback on that. So we had then this sideways range here, and then we saw a little bit of a little move to the downside here. Where did this end? Well, if we pull a fib from the bottom here to the top, it went slightly below the 618 and 66 to the 786, which we touched perfectly to the dollar. At the same time, this low here was taken out on a swing failure pattern. Price came down here, took this out only with the wick, and then the price closed back above it. We consolidated sideways for a few more days. Here was also the weekend in between. That's why we saw so low volatility during the whole time. This was also, if we pull a fib from this low here at 23k to the top, this was also the 382 perfectly to the dollar. And another reason, which is more on the higher time frame, here we can also see that we are basically still sideways, that this here is a very big range as well. I also told you that in a previous video, where I told you that this is basically the if we discount this range here, which I would class as a consolidation before the breakout. Here the range started. This was the bottom of the range. Then we took this out on a failed auction. Yeah, we had basically a fake out range here a bit, and then came back to the upside. The same I would do up here. At this top here we also consolidated, ranged, and then fell back below. So this is the range we had going on. We had a fake move. We had a fake out to the downside, a fake out to the upside, then another fake out to the downside, taking out these lows here. And then once we were here inside of this range, I told you in that video that if we can reclaim back this crucial line here, which we basically did right here, then we came up, took out this high, SR flipped this level here perfectly from support first to resistance, then came back down, back tested this key line, and from there this whole quick move to the upside started, and now we almost came up to the upper band of this range. Furthermore, we can pull a fib from this top to the bottom here. Let's do it like this. Here we can see that yeah, we definitely came above the golden pocket here. We also came above the 786. This was a little bit higher. We can pull a fixed range from this upper range right here, and here we can see that basically we swing failure patterned all of these highs here, which was, by the way, massive liquidity area. So over these tops here we have a lot of liquidity to be taken out. We had this local point of control of this side of this upper range here, and the 786 as confluence. So price came back up here in a very short period of time, and then we saw a big retracement back down again. And right now we are finding ourselves back at this golden pocket area here. We could also now view this high here as a potential SR flip area. We had first the support here, then resistance, came a little bit above, dumped back down, pumped above, and now we are kind of trying to hold this right now. So this is for me also a very important line. And then we could also pull a fib from the bottom here to our new high that we have. And here we can see the golden pocket is down there, and the 382 is a little bit currently below where we are right now. Okay, so let's delete all of this, and then let's take a look at the lower term time frames, what we have potentially going on here. So we have seen this sideways range here, where we first tried to break out here, then came back down. At this moment in time, it is completely okay to think that, okay, we have seen a fake move above this high, then got back below, then we saw a small retrace in this golden pocket 786 area, then came back down, had this crazy wick here to the downside, which is likely to be filled. We came back down, have seen a lot of lower highs here, and at that point of time it was yeah, completely normal to think that we might now go lower, take out this low, and go to 23k. This is also why I closed my long from around here. I closed it around there, opened a short, then I was in a short, but then I saw the potential that we have even more, and then I saw the scenario that we are getting more and more liquidity of all of these lower highs here every day. And I also saw the potential of a fake out of this low, or we had also a lot of higher lows very close together here. And then I closed my short again, opened a long. I was in a loss on that long for a few days, but I still held on to it because I didn't saw any invalidation of my long trade. I thought, okay, yeah, we could go lower, but at the moment it doesn't look very likely, so I'm keep this open. Yeah, it paid out really well, let's say that. And now we are back above this key range high here, trying to hold this as support. Okay, now we have also a very huge, massive wick to the upside because of the whole situation with the ETF and the fake news. On the 4 hour it looks like this. We have some lower highs here, and then this crazy wick. On the 1 hour time frame, yeah, we are consolidating a little bit here, having still higher lows though. That is really important. And if I zoom in even more, we can see, yeah, all of this basically happened in a period of 15 minutes, so extremely quick. And here then we have here higher lows, consolidation, some lower highs, another retracement probably into the golden pocket once again. Yeah, perfectly. And this is another higher low compared to here. And so we are right now in this range. So what do I think are the probable scenarios that I have in mind right now? So we have liquidity to the upside, liquidity to the downside, and a very big wick. A lot of people got wrecked probably, first in a short, then they longed, and then they got wrecked with the long. And so I think a range, a consolidation, to be honest, it would be a pretty big range because this wick here went to above 30k, and here the bottom of it is at around 28k. So we could see a range of around 2k forming right here. We are definitely going to get a retrace at least to the golden pocket area up here. Let's show you that from this top to this bottom here. We have already retested the 382, but in my opinion the wick is still too big, and we will definitely see price going up there once again. that doesn't mean that it has to break out once again and then go to like 32k, and then we would have a breakout of this sideways range here. And if this happens, it is possible though. Not saying it will happen, but I definitely have this in mind. And if this happens and we take out this wick high here again and then take out this 32k highs, and then this doesn't end in a swing failure pattern or failed auction, but instead we can hold this and go up even further. We have also a lot of inefficiencies because the move back then was also pretty quick. We fill this completely to the upside, and in this scenario I would target 40 to 50k. But for this we definitely have to see now here the bullish market structure continuing and then taking out this prior high here. We could also form a range like this, go up, go back down. We have some lows right here, go back up, so kind of form a sideways range. It could also be that we are then having a retracement, then are starting to form some lower highs and then dump back down again. I also have this in mind, but that is not something I know for sure right now, because it is way too early. This move here happened yesterday, and after such a move we will definitely have days, probably even weeks of consolidation, and only during this consolidation I can, with every day that goes by, I can tell more surely what's going to happen. If I do still see higher on the charts, or if the scenario for lower prices gets more likely every day. So for now, I'm definitely still more bullish currently. I do think we will get at least a relief rally here. But how high this will go and what's going to happen after that, I simply can't tell you. If we take a quick look at the volume here, so we still have potentially this range here. These values are important. The point of control is down there. We retested this here, backtest as a value area high as support, had a fake out below it and then pumped back above the value area high, and right now we are way above it. Then let's take a look at the fixed range from there. Here we can see the point of control was also another level that held up the price here on Wednesday 11th of October, and this was another confluence for the long. Then let's take it from here, and here we can see that the point of control is where this local range here is currently. Just to remind you, we have from this low to the high, the 382 here is lost, but the golden pocket is around here as well, and together with this high here, of course. And then we can also this range up there, we had the point of control here, and if I extend this to the right, we can see that it basically didn't change. So the point of control, although this time period here was shorter than all of this time here, the point of control is still up there. So there's a lot of your volume up there. That's why this move up was so massive and quick, and that's why the dump back down was also extremely quick. So we have definitely a high volume node down there, which is this smaller point of control, but yeah, we have ton of volume up there. If we take a look at this whole range, we have another point of control here, and this is basically on this even smaller point of control, which is currently holding us up here as support. So these are the volume levels, and then let's just take another look at the DXY and the S&P 500, what they have done in this period. We had these old highs here. All of this can be also seen as a range. We had these three highs here, which were taken out without any reaction, and then we came up here. This high here was not taken, but this here was. This is a big resistance area. It is between the 0.5 and the 618 fib. What did price do here? We came up, had all of these higher lows, Then I've seen a retracement, took out this low here, then saw a big pump, but the Bitcoin price didn't really react. At that time we have seen the DXY pumping and the S&P 500 dumping at the same time, but Bitcoin stayed sideways. That was another sign of strength potentially. And right now we have then taken out this local high here and ended this in the golden pocket. And for now we are seeing here another small range or some decrease here, and we will need to see how this develops further. It could be that we go up from here again. This would be a little bit more bearish, but down is also pretty likely. So right here I'm just waiting, doing nothing. And then let's take a look at the S&P 500. I'm here on the daily time frame. We saw this decrease here in price at around 8% of. We saw this decrease in price here of around 8 or 9%. We had the CME gap here. We took out these lows. Then price came back up again after we have reclaimed this low. And then we had this sideways range here from around there. From around there to where we are right now. Then we had this local low here, which flipped perfectly into resistance right there. And at this point of time, it was 100% okay to think that we are going to get lower, because we rejected from this key SR level here, from this top to the bottom here. That is probably, like always, the 618 area. And then we lost the value area high again, so lower could be possible. We saw first a big dump, then a big then a relief rally again. Then this pump here happened when the DXY had its massive pump, and then we took out these lows here, then another final retrace here, and this ended at around the 382, taking out these lows here again and this low here also. And then we can pull a fixed range here locally. We see the value area low was down there, and right now the point of control and the value area high is up here, and we took out this local high here. And so what's going to happen now if with this 382 and the point of control here are strong enough and we don't reject from this area here, which is resistance? At the moment it does look like this is kind of holding and we are just going a little bit sideways here. For this we have to reclaim this back and then go back up higher. And in this case I would definitely look for here a new high to be made, because we had this move down here was very fast, a lot of inefficiencies, and so we can definitely pump up higher. And then there's not much left before we can potentially see a new all-time high on the S&P 500. If this is not the case and we reject from this local resistance here and then lose especially this point of control, this would be then very bearish. And in this case I would definitely target here at least a new low, but potentially much lower. For now we are not there yet, so let's see what's going to happen. Keep the markets inside, don't get emotional. This can be very difficult at sometimes. Like during the past month we have seen so much volatility to the up, to the downside, but in the end just going sideways or a little bit down, a little bit up. And keep your emotions out of trading. This is in the long run going to wreck you if you can't keep this under control. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that quick Bitcoin analysis video. If so, leave a like, leave a sub, and then we will see us in the future again. Thanks, bye.